Alright guys, so today we're going to be solving and evaluating, so we're going to title our paper, Evaluating, which is just a fancy word for solving, algebraic expressions. So title your paper. Make sure you're on the right pages. It is in the information above this video. Now, there's only 2 steps to do this. So step 1, we're going to substitute the given value for the variable. And remember, the variable is just a mathematical word for a letter. And then to solve it, to evaluate it, fancy word for solving, we're going to follow the order of operations. So we're going to follow PEMDAS. And remember, both multiplying, dividing, and adding and subtracting is whichever comes first. So let's try this with just one variable here. What if I gave you just one variable? So one letter. Number 1. X plus 6 for x equals 13. So the first step it says to follow is substitute the given value for the variable. So think about a substitute teacher. They come in and take your teacher's place. So in the same way, we're going to sub in what it says x is, the given value, to where x is in our expression. So we're going to plug in that 13 and then fill in the rest. Then it says just follow PEMDAS. So 13 plus 6 is 19. Remember, you can pause and take your time. But let's try a second problem. 2a plus 3 minus a for a equals 4. Now you can pause it here and try it on your own, or you can do step by step with me, whatever you feel most comfortable with. So step 1 says substitute in for a. So I know a is 4, so everywhere I see an a, I've got to put my 4 there. Now when we plug it in, this does not become a 24. No, no, no. That will not work. Remember, a number and a letter means multiplication. So that means 2 times 4 plus 3 minus 4. Now we've substituted in, and we just need to follow order of operations. So no parentheses, move to the next, no exponents. Oh, next we're going to multiply. 2 times 4 is 8, and I dropped everything else down. Then it says to add or subtract, whichever comes first, left to right. So I'm going to add 8 plus 3 to get 11, and then drop down my 4. 11 minus 4 is 7. And we are done. Now, I want you to draw a line. And we are going to divide this into 6 boxes. So 2 lines down and 1 across the middle. And we're going to see, what does it look like with 2 variables? 2 variables. So let's try this first example right here. 2x plus 3y when x equals 15 and y equals 7. So the one thing you have to do is make sure you plug into the right spot. So we got to substitute in the 15 where x goes. And remember, a letter and a number touching means multiplication. And one way we can show that is with parentheses. Plus, once again, we're going to take that 7 and put it where y is. That is not 37. That's one of the biggest mistakes that's made. You have to go 3 times 7. Now we must follow order of operations. 2 times 15 is 30, plus 3 times 7 is 21. Got to do our multiplication first. Then 30 plus 21 gets us to our final answer of 51. Good job. Now for our next answer or question, I want you to press pause so you can solve it on your own. I want you to try it on your own. So we got AB when A equals 9 and B equals 11. So I want you to pause right here and try it. When you're ready, you can move on. The A goes where the A is, 9, and the B goes where the B is. And remember, that is multiplication. So you can show that with a dot, you can show it with parentheses, but we are not using the X anymore because we have the letter X in there. So only the dot or parentheses. And then 9 times 11 is 99. Awesome. Let's try another one. Let's try another one. X plus 14y when X equals 20 and y equals 0.5. We can still do this with decimals. Nothing different. Nothing different. So pause it right here and give it a go. Try it on your own and then press play when you're ready to begin. Alright, so you've pressed play, you're ready to look at it. So we're going to pick our X and put in 20. And our Y goes where Y is, be careful, to get 14 times 0.5. Then it says follow order of operations. Order of operations. 14 times 0.5. I know that's half of 14 is just 7, but you could come over here and actually do the math if you needed to. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7 with one number behind the decimal. And drop it down. And 20 plus 7 is 27. Great job. Let's go to the next question. Let's try this one. What if we do fractions? A plus B, with parentheses, divided by C. When A is 5/9, B is 1/3, and C is 8. So go ahead and press pause. Give it a try. When you're ready to check, you can continue by pressing play. All right, so let's plug in. Let's substitute where A is. We put 5/9. Don't forget those parentheses. Plus B, so where B is, we plug 1/3 divided by C, which was 8. Then it says we must follow order of operations. So we must do parentheses first, and I get a common denominator. My common denominator is going to be 9. So I have 5/9 plus times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 3 is 3. So I get 8/9 divided by 8/1. Now don't forget to go keep, change, flip. I see that my 8s can cancel. to get me a 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 9 times 1 is 9. Very good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have a couple more problems to do. So I'm going to do one here, and then I'm going to move over to the next page, and I'll do the last few problems there. So at this time, go ahead and press Next on your paper to try one on your own.